Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Insurmountable. Ooh, I love this game. Now we got our head kicked in, we died on the mountain, and spoiler for the last 2 episodes, but we're gonna go again. We're gonna give it another bloody red hot go. What do we say to blizzards? Not today. No. If it lets me choose a mountain without freezing to death and all my fingers falling off, I would much rather not have that. Let's pick a really sunny, summery, tropical mountain. That sounds wonderful. Yes, I'm sure they exist, of course. Active skills can prove useful in tricky situations. Now, I saw on Steam reviews some people were having a little bit of a, well, I don't want to say whinge, valid criticisms that this doesn't have any arch-roving sort of overarching meta progression a la a roguelike. Light. That's because this game's a roguelike. I'm pretty sure it's all self-contained in each run, which is kind of cool because, to be honest, there's a place for them in society, but roguelikes, if you're not aware of them, they're ones that you can ultimately brute force to win, right? You're not supposed to win in the first few runs, but every time you do a run, you get a little bit of meta progression for the next run. And at that rate, in a way, it's just more of a grind and easier. Don't get me wrong, I love roguelites, but a roguelike is no outside input. The run is the run. It's random. You got to make the best of it. And I kind of like the brutality of a roguelike as well. I love them both, but it was just interesting seeing people being upset that this doesn't have roguelite elements, and I'm like, that's because it's not that. That's actually, it might sound similar, but it's a different genre. So interesting. So we had gloves, we had the sprint thing, we had a spare bit of food and a tent. Now, if we were to go a scientist, we could take, what's this? Eagle eye, increase camera zoom. That's interesting. I don't know what to make of that. Analysis, take some time to gain experience. Oh, that's cool. Tent, hiking staff, -15 time on flat terrain, and when climbing one height. Oh. Gain more body temperature while moving and searching. Okay, let's try the scientist. The scientist sounds cool. Here we go. You have a revolutionary theory. You believe that there is an undiscovered source of electromagnetic energy that could generate enough energy to power the entire world. Oh, okay, so you're an insane scientist. I see. Experts have derided and dismissed your theory, rightfully so, as science fiction, but your colleagues' narrow-mindedness only fuels your desire to continue research. Hey, look, you do you. When you learn of a mysterious island that essentially appeared out of thin air, you see your chance. Okay. According to your initial calculations, the conditions in the massive mountain range are ideal for an electromagnetic hotspot. The radiation should be strongest on the peaks. You will need to scale the summits to prove your theory once and for all and restore your reputation. Okay, sure. Let's go. Standard mountain. Yes. Now. I was going to say, where's my route? All right, here we go. Stony terrain provides better grip. Okay. The terrain that is on this route is very challenging. There are heavy storms on this route. Effects of storms are increased. Icy terrain provides better grip. Rough terrain. The terrain on this route is very challenging. Well, hang on. That's a bit hard to get around, isn't it? Let's just go route 1. Avoid this storms nonsense. Well, I mean, I guess we could avoid the rough terrain. Effects of storms are increased. Maybe we go for the storms, because that'll be only active during weather storm. Increase energy. Yeah. I want this. I want that one. Let's go. So we want to try and stick to flat stony as much as possible and try our best to get a height difference of 1 because of our equipment. Ever since you arrived on the island, you knew it was exactly the place you had been looking for. Readings from your instruments are off the charts, even at the base of the mountain. And besides that, reclusive indigenous people, remnants of a mysterious occupying force that kept the existence of the island secret for years, and rumors of a research station. Can all of that be a coincidence? Oh, I don't know. You look up at the summit. It will be a long journey, but you are spurred on by the thought that you might finally find proof of the source of electromagnetic readings you've been seeking for so long. Okay. Look, it's interesting. I'll you know, let's go with that. All right, now what's this camera zoom thing? Look at that. Let's go, baby. Oh, I can only zoom in on... Can I not, like, zoom in on specific things? 150% max camera distance. Oh, mate, zoom out. Maybe that's what that's about. Oh. Okay. All right, okay. Take some time to gain experience. Let's do that immediately. There we go, lost a little energy, but we can level up. That's cool. Specialize in dangerous terrain. Whenever you suffer a dangerous terrain event, gain some experience. Okay, that's interesting, actually. Reduce sanity loss in events. Maybe. Gain more experience in events during the night. Exceptional bonuses when climbing during the night. Let's try that. Because sometimes that dangerous terrain is just going to be unavoidable, you know? Now, is the height difference there 1? You reckon? Looks like 1, doesn't it? Let's go. Yeah, let's go there. Speed her up. That's quite doable. An old expedition. You reach a small plateau where the steep rock walls provide natural protection from the icy wind. A good place to take a break. A long extinguished fire suggests you're not the first to rest here. Take a break. I'll take the break just to see what happens. Other mountaineers have sat before you, or sat here before you, to recover from their exertions. You wonder who they were and what they were doing here. I could take the XP. Take a look around. Let's have a look around. In a gap between 2 rocks, you find some empty cans of beans. Their expiration date is listed as 50 years ago. Probably a group of mountaineers, judging by the number of cans. Curious. Unfortunately, however, you don't find anything of use. Oh, really? You canned beans? I mean, if you're going to be starving at the top of the mountain, wouldn't you roll the dice on some bloody dodgy beans? Surely. Look at that. Height difference of 1 all the way up. Hardly any usage of anything at all. Let's go. Oh, whoops, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, you got to really pay attention to the... Because if I pull up my inventory... Oh, I can't do it while I'm walking. Hang on, I'll stop. Minus 15% time cost while climbing through those differences. Alright. You come across a corrugated metal shipping container covered in rust. Maybe the occupiers used it as a storage facility. Search every nook and cranny. Lose some heat. I take a quick look inside. Geez, we'd lose a lot of time there as well. I continue my journey. Let's do that. That's a big time sink, but the heat we should be able to get back, depending on how nighttime goes. Search every nook and cranny. Let's go. Your search pays off. You find some valuable equipment. Bloody snowshoes by the look of it. Minus 15% energy cost on snow. Love it. You love to see it. Alright, level up. Gain some sanity back when moving on ice. That's cool. Gain some oxygen back when moving on snow. Maybe. Takes some time to regain some sanity. Oh, it's an active ability that you can use to buy sanity. Oh, yeah, let's get that. Will that put it down here at 3? Nice. That's handy. Okay, so... Oh, this is my max zoom right now. Does this cost me anything other than cooldown? And then we can zoom right out like that. How good is that? Okay. I like that path. That's a good path. We're going to lose a little bit of energy and a little bit of heat. Oh, this is nothing compared to that bloody blizzard mountain. I guess we're moving really fast as well, as far as time goes. Oh. Is this the event or something else? There is something on the ground in front of you. You reach down to find a can of beans that expired 50 years ago. Again with the 50-year beans! Just like the old ones you found in the gap between the rocks and the little plateau. Only this one is still closed. Oh, this is a joined event. I eat the contents. I'm not touching this can. Well, here's the thing. All my stats are so good. If you're not going to let me take the beans, I'm not eating them. You would never touch a can of beans that must be well past its expiry date. The thought of it alone is enough to make your stomach churn. I disagree. I would rather take it with me, but that's fine. Okay, we're moving through the night. I should have got that nighttime bonus. A thin wisp of smoke cans. Christ's sake with the cans. Rises up into the sky in front of you. You turn around a corner around the wall of a cliff and discover a campfire. Flames are already licking the sides of the cans placed around it. I collect snow to put out the fire. I stamp on the fire to put it out. I do not... Hang on, no. No, this is intentional. I'm not messing with that. Why would I stamp it out? Do nothing and continue on my journey. This is someone else's fireplace. Let's do that for starters. Now, shrines are like stat boosters, so they have their value for sure. Let's continue. We're losing a little bit of heat and all that, though we're going into the night. Let's just check environment. Weather clear. Severe storms. Night. Night is -5. The temperature per thing. I get plus 0.5. Alright. We're okay for the moment, I think. I don't think there's physically another way up other than doing the two. Let's do it. Yeah, that takes a bit out of us, doesn't it? Alright. Oh, you can see bonuses. Shrine. Okay, cool. Sanity or energy? Oh, it's got to be energy. We've got plenty of sanity. Okay. Temperature's not so bad. We're halfway through the night. Like, we could rest, but we'll lose temperature if we rest. Does the tent doesn't even Oh, there you go. The tent will give us some sleep back, some temperature back. But if we were to sleep on the ground, no tent. Look at that. We'll lose so much temperature. So I think we power through. To be honest, we'll be able to gain some back during the day. I think we're gonna keep Oh, I see. I see how that is. There's no real getting around that, is there? Oh, maybe. There's a route around there. I'd like to avoid that if I could help it. That seems reasonable. It's a big one there. Hang on. I can't beat that, I don't think. What is that, a cave? Yeah, okay. Alright, well, I think we're going up this. One or the other. I might as well just bite the bullet on this one. Yeah, you can see it's going to take a big bit of energy. We've also got the... we're in a storm. It doesn't really emote it very well, but you can see... Oh, only active during weather storm. Okay, so we're not actually in a storm. Look at that. Monster climb. Holy heck. What do we got over there? Now, what are those? Just sort of events, but that's like treasure equipment. I like finding equipment. That's a pretty good route. I like that. Let's go. Look at this, barely touching my statistics. Oh, well, actually, that's a lie. Nice. Deer stand. Right. You climb the crooked, rickety deer stand built by hunters to survive the terrain and shelter from the elements. A pile of soft furs on the floor looks awfully inviting. You consider taking a rest. A gutted deer hangs from the ceiling. The meat is fresh and juicy. Your mouth starts to water. I stop to rest. I eat some of the meat. I continue. I'll stop to rest? I don't want to mess with someone else's meat. Phrasing. Your limbs feel heavy and you struggle to keep your eyes open. Why fight your exhaustion? You feel safe and secure here. Before long, you're embraced by velvety darkness. You don't know how long you're asleep, but you feel invigorated and bold as ever before. Look at that. Goodness me, that's exactly what we needed. That's exactly what we needed. All right, look at this. 1, 1, 1. Yeah, we can do that. I don't mind that one. And look, we'll be gaining heat as we go as well. We did well to... Well, I think we did very well. We've lost half the day, but that's not a big deal. You discover a large leather saddlebag lying on the ground. Right next to it, you discover faded footprints, or hoof prints, sorry. You find some herbs in the saddlebag. Oh, these are insane herbs. Nice. They might come in handy. Now, shelter? Yeah. That's all right. We can do that. We're zipping along here. Oh, it's a 48-hour cooldown. I was like, how come? You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. At the rear of the cave, you notice a faint shimmering of light. Follow the light. You follow the light. As you approach, you realize that it's coming from hundreds of fireflies. Fascinating. Return to the cave entrance. You enter the cave, it's dry and sheltered. Oh, no, we don't need to sleep. That's cool, so we got some XP, we got a level. More efficient in events. Reduce sanity loss in events. No, we don't need that. Reduce energy cost on all terrain. That is nice. Yeah, that is very nice. Gain more experience in events during the night. That's also really good too, especially since we're spending a lot of time out at night. 50% is significant. You know what? I'd rather take the terrain expert, to be honest. Alright. I like this zoom. At first I poo-pooed it. I thought this would be a stupid ability, but it's actually pretty awesome. We've got a cave over there that we can go investigate, which I think I would like very much to do. Yep, okay. Onward. Onward. There's a shrine there. Might go look at the shrine. Look at that, we're zipping along. Sanity's chipping down a tiny bit, but look, we've got that ability down here. You enter the cave, low down is no, that's alright. I was hoping there might be something interesting in it. Okay, now this will start getting interesting. Up to... Look, honestly, if I can avoid going up to, I will. Nighttime's going to kick in there. Is that a one step? It is. Okay. Yeah, perfect. There's a little bit of treasure over there. There's a little cave down here. Okay. Now, the shrine, I don't know, maybe sanity at this point? Health or energy? Oh, it's got to be energy. I've got full health. Let's do that. We've barely made any progress. How much is a one step? Oh, it's a bit. It's a bit. Follow the light. Let's do that again. Hundreds of fireflies, mate. I love these fireflies. They're great. I leave the cave. There's no need to rest here. Okay, we've got a little bit of treasure there. Can I get up there without three-stepping? God, I don't know. I don't think so. Look at that. Look at the energy that it's going to take out of me. And then I'm going to have to come back down. I'm going to leave that, even though it's treasure. See, that's two-step. But I think I have to go up there. Like, for example... Yeah, see, I have to come back down. Oh, hang on. There we go. Look at that. That's a lot less. There's a two-step in there. That's about it. Unless somehow I can... No, not really, because you can't climb on those rocks. Let's go this way. I really like this. It translates as a gameplay mechanic to trying to navigate uneven terrain. It's an incredibly clever system. Like, it's so abstract on the outset, but then you're like, no, this makes sense. You really have to think about the path and plan ahead. And because of the tight camera angle, you can only plan so far. It's really, really well considered. Another shipping container. Search every nook and cranny. That's a lot of heat, man. But it will get us almost today, and we should be able to walk it back up. You know what? Let's do it. Hot tea. Nice. Yeah, look, getting all this gear for the ascent, I think, is just so important. Yeah, let's go. Let's do that. Weather's clear. Nice. Weather tomorrow is a storm. Weather changes every day, so we're going to have storms all day. I wonder if that's going to mess with my temperature gain. You know what I mean? Look at that. That's where my energy chunk is there. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, hang on. No, oh, I accidentally stopped and started. I was like, maybe there was another way around. Whoops. I pressed right click and then W, and they both do the same thing. The rocky landscape in front of you is scarred by an elongated fissure. On the other side, you see a strangely regular block of stone. Something on top of it is reflecting the light. You slowly approach the edge of the fissure. Narrow wooden bridge with a rope at hip height leads across the abyss. Step onto the bridge. Yeah, let's go. The wood groans under your weight as you step onto the bridge. Bit by bit, you struggle forward. Just a few more steps and snap, then you are standing on firm ground. You made it. You look around. The cube of stone is streaked with quartz crystals that reflect the light. Beautiful, but useless. You are just about to turn away when you spot something else in a shadowy recess. Nice. Got some food. Okay, now this is interesting. Storm. Energy cost of climbing increased. Oh, okay. Is that all? Only active during weather stormy. Plus energy costs on all terrain. Is stormy the different from storms? Like, I know that sounds dumb. It's got the same... No, there's no symbol. See, like that? That's got like a hail thing. Severe storms. Weather stormy. Weather storm. I wonder if they're actually different. Oh, look at that energy use. Hang on, can I zoom out? There's a route around here which isn't so straight up. I think we leave that treasure. Yeah, look, that's not as bad. Because the percentage multiplier for a one step is so much smaller. Let's go. Let's get that heat back up. Is there any scenario where I can get to that shrine? Look at that. Look at the energy for that. That's insane. Oh, that's dangerous terrain, I think. How badly do we need the shrine? That's a lot of dangerous terrain, man. And it's on a false peak as well. No, we don't need it. We don't need it. This is the way. I love it. I love, it's good. This is bringing me back to roguelikes. Having to really work with the build as it goes, you know, work with the kit that you get. There you go. There's a back way scenario to that. So maybe we do actually hit that up in the end. Bear cub. Uh-oh. You peer in a dark cave in the rock face. You are met with an overpowering stench of death and decay. In the back of the cave, you can just make out the bulky shape of something enormous, probably an animal carcass. As you turn to leave, you hear a faint whimper. You venture into the mouth of the cave, where you discover a bear cub looking up at you with terrified eyes. I help the cub? How can I possibly help the cub? I'll take the heat bonus. You crouch down and extend a hand toward the animal. It approaches you cautiously, then nuzzles your palm. You scratch it behind the ears for a few minutes until its panicked breathing steadies. You slowly stand to leave the cave. It breaks your heart, but there's nothing more that you can do. And that's true. That's true. You don't want to interfere with that. Now, what's this? Gain some body temperature while moving on stone. Oh, that would be a help. Significantly reduce all energy costs on all terrain. Yeah. Reduce energy costs on snow. Active ability. For 6 hours. I'm going to do this. Gain body temperature while moving on stone. Though I wonder if there's higher value to the higher tier skills. I don't think there's any getting around that. We're going up. We're going to go investigate this shrine. Yeah, good. Might be able to get energy out of it if we're lucky. Yes. Now that'll take me 4 hours, but I'll gain heat. That'll be perfect. It'll get us to nighttime as well. Let's go. Oh, maybe I didn't get heat. Okay. Dude, I can't see anything in the night. How good is that? Oh shit, hang on. We're losing a lot of heat. Hang on. Oh, it's not so bad, actually. Let's step out. Dangerous terrain, you say? Still gonna be a 2-drop no matter how you cut it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Lie down and sleep. Will we get temperature back if we sleep? Thing is that we've got such high energy as well. No, I don't want to waste the time. Explore the tunnel. But it's so dark that you can't see in front of your face. Oh, I don't have a torch, right? I step into the darkness. You wander through the darkness. After a while, your hand finds an object on the ground. It feels unusual. I explore the object with my hands. An old but well-preserved chest is behind the ledge. You open it to find some herbs. Nice. I leave the cave. See, as much as I could sleep, we have a tent with all uses. You know, we can gain a lot of temperature during the day. However, what's the forecast tomorrow? Storms? That's okay. The storm doesn't affect the cold. It affects our energy use. So we might as well just persevere with the energy that we've got, and if we've got to sleep, we've got to sleep. I love this game so much. It's not super duper cerebral, but it's enough, right? It doesn't have to be spreadsheets and factory logistical management, as long as it's enough, and that's what this is, and it's definitely not dumb and simple. There's a lot going on here, I really like it. Alright team, thanks again for joining me. Might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.